Now that all the fucking conspiracy theories turned out to be somewhat correct, we have this large ring of pedophiles that worship Allah or Mecca or some kind of demon that fucking does child sacrifices, and they molest little kids, and these people are inhuman. That's what the Epstein files have led me to believe, and I've never even looked at them. Why haven't I looked at the Epstein files? Because they're fucking so disturbing, dude. I sit here, and as a parent, as a father of 4 kids, I sit here and I hear all these other influencers talking about how horrible the things are in this list. How can they consider themselves human? I mean, at that point, when you're doing that stuff to other people, wouldn't you be considered a demon? I mean, that's inhumane. Can we just clear out this government and start over and maybe get back everything back to where it's affordable? Like you can get a loaf of bread for $1, or maybe a 12-pack of pop for $2.50. I remember you used to buy 4 12-packs of pop for $10. And now they got it to where I don't know if I want to smoke weed and eat mushrooms over taking my ADHD medicine and my anxiety medicine. Because the weed and mushrooms is the natural alternative to the medicines that they give us. The coating of the pills is petroleum based. You don't know if the water is healthy. Honest that chlorine causes cancer now. So if you just go swimming in a chlorine pool, you're getting cancer. And the weirdest part is the demonstration in that showed me skin absorbs all the chlorine. It's like a big sponge and sucks this fucking chlorine up, right? So, it's not the cars that gives cancer. It's not eating all this fucking bullshit they got in our food. Red dye, number 40 or whatever that is. This is so important for our food to be red. What the fuck's up with that? Just me finding out that fucking was added to our food, and it was causing problems amongst our youth, which now it turns out that's probably why we all have ADHD now, is because this red dye that they put in our food. And when Doritos came out and they said, okay, we're going to do some that don't have no red dye in it, like they're fucking saving the world or something. Well, they're still selling the ones that have the red dye in them. Red dye don't have no flavor. I'd rather have Coca-Cola with real cocaine in it than fucking Cheetos with red dye number 40 or whatever the fuck it is. The whole religion thing sets you up to where you can't love more than one person in your family, right? When everything costs so much, medium homes at least 150 grand. And, back when I was a kid, they were scooping that shit up like nothing, man. Buy a fucking house for $30,000-$40,000. And now we can't even, now you buy a car for the fucking $30,000-$40,000. And another thing about these cars, man, they design the cars to pollute, right? They burn the gas, it goes through the muffler, and then it comes out the muffler. And by design, that's designed to slowly kill us, right? And then we have a bunch of people protesting and all this shit, so that they're like, oh, well, let's make these cars a little bit more healthy to where they're not polluting the environment. They take the fucking diesel motors and they put the EPA regulations on them and shit to where, the 6.0 diesel and most of the diesels, they start to fuck up if they don't remove that EPA shit. And your regular gas-powered vehicle has a catalytic converter on it. Shit, the one I'm working on right now has 2 of them on it. The catalytic converter is to take the pollution out of the fucking tailpipe and collect it all inside the fucking catalytic converter, right? After a while, the catalytic converter gets clogged up. So then you got to go spend a couple $100 more for a new catalytic converter. Unless you can't put it on yourself, then you got to spend like $500 to have somebody else do this, right? It's just another way for them to get more money out of us through selling us a product that either slowly kills us or costs us a fortune. Because after about 5 to 10 years, then you're having to replace all kinds of shit on this vehicle. When you think about like the electric vehicles, a lot of people tell me that it's stupid to think this way, but I think you can take an electric vehicle and have one tire that moves the car. And then you can have generators on the other 3 tires. Them other 3 tires, what they would do is fucking charge the battery. You have this big, gigantic battery in the car, right? And then you can have 3 tires charging that battery. And when you get home, you can unplug your house from the fucking city electricity and plug your fucking car into your house. And that car can run your house for like 3 days or something. So, I mean, not only would you have a perpetual motion vehicle, but you would have a perpetual motion vehicle that can power your house for 3 fucking days. Which, if they weren't so fucking hung up on money and greed, we would have free electricity. Anyway, because electricity resonates from the earth. Tesla, when he fucking figured out that, all we need to do is find a way to harness the electricity that's already here, that's when he disappeared. That's when he died. If you've ever noticed, like lightning, one of the things somebody pointed out through all this fucking stuff we've been learning here lately is lightning is just the molecules connecting to make a lightning bolt. The lightning bolt don't actually come from the sky down to the ground. It's to where the molecules in the air, the electricity that's naturally in the air, lines up with the storm, the water, and it gives it all a connection. It's kind of like static electricity. It's like, choop, and it fucking shoots the goddamn earth, Because I'm sounding fucking crazy. But I'll tell you what, we get these fucking crooked motherfuckers out of office and get rid of the petroleum-based products like vehicles that run on gas and pollute the environment. So what we need to do is take out the fucking incentive, make it to where everything isn't so monetized, make it to where you don't need no money. That's the problem. Everybody wants to get rich. Well, you see, that's why I created my religion. Because I don't think people need more than $1 million at a time. I think it's stupid to want more than $1 million. Because my simple logic behind the $1 million cap on the price wealth, a lot of people, like one of my girls that I was wanting to be a girlfriend, I was really courting her. I've always had a thing for her, man. She's fine as fuck. And I didn't even realize that she was rich as fuck until I was talking to her. And she's like, well, I'm a multimillionaire, blah, 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 blah. And she's talking about how she's an activist and a protester and all this shit. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, all I need is $1 million for the rest of my life, because I'll make that $1 million make more money for me, If you're poor, you can take $1 million and make income with that $1 million. And by having a limit of $1 million, it incentivizes you to go out and make more money. But if you can take that $1 million and stick it in your bank and say, well, I got everything I want today. I'll just put this in here for tomorrow. What kind of fucked up shit is that? When there's people starving, there's people without roofs over their heads. I mean, when you have billions and billions of dollars like these top 1%ers, what the fuck? You might as well be considered a demon, because you could help so many people with all that money. Share the wealth, dude. Don't fucking charge me for going and having a good time. Make it to where I can afford to take my kids out and go to the fucking water park. And it don't cost $60 per person. Make it to where I can take my kids and my family out to eat again. To where a meal doesn't cost me $10 per person. Make it to where we can go out and enjoy the movies again. To where going to the movies don't cost us $10 per person. What the fuck is it with everybody in this $10 setup, man? A burger and fries should not cost me $10 fucking dollars. That's my point. A burger, fries, and a drink should cost about $5. Tops. And that's a convenience fee. It's a sign that we need to fucking change the way the world works. Getting rid of these fucking pedophiles and shit is the number one motherfucking thing I'm talking about. Put so many people in jail for marijuana and all this stuff. You got people eating fucking babies, dude. Eating fucking babies. And then you got the jail set up to where the illegal immigrants get held there. Because they're so fucking bad. These illegal immigrants ain't eating no babies. You should be in jail. You should be getting deported back to goddamn South Africa, Mr. Musk.